This is a banded glute finisher, which is completely optional for glute hypertrophy, but 100% necessary for booty glute pump pictures. But you're going to start with a banded lateral step cha-cha. You're going to stay in this athletic stance position, so you're not quite standing, not quite squatting, but we want to be really intentional about pushing out against that band. Ideally, this band is going to have a lot of resistance, but not so much so to where when you're pressing out against it, that your knee is just caving in. So choose the right resistance for you. You're gonna do this for 30 seconds right on into a standing banded kickback. Now you're gonna do 30 seconds of this each side. I'm going to just explain the setup. So stand up nice and tall, about an arm's length away from either a wall. I'm using the squat rack to kind of hold myself up to. You're gonna mainly feel this on the supporting leg, so not so much the leg that's going back to the one that's standing, just because of those stabilizers. So you're gonna do 30 seconds on the right side, 30 seconds on the left side, and from there you're gonna go on into your next part of the finisher. So the next part would be banded abductions. So you're gonna sit, you can either do these seated or you can do these on the ground in like a glute bridge position, but I like to do them just on a regular bench. Just pulling your knees in and out, really actively putting a lot of resistance on that band. So you're gonna squeeze out and keep that squeeze even as you come back in. Just a nice big inhale, nice big exhale. You can play around with different angles as well. So either sitting like forward, coming back, or just sitting up nice and tall. Again, keep that tension on that booty. From there, we're gonna go into a plank with a glute squeeze. So that's going to be this anterior pelvic tilt. Squeeze in those butt cheeks like you have a $100 bill between your butt cheeks and you don't want anyone to steal it. So it's squeezed as tightly as you can for the entire 30 seconds of this plank. And then also make sure that you are using proper form. So elbows are lined up right underneath that shoulder, abs are drawn in, practice a vacuum while you're at it. Squeeze everything, big inhales through your nose, exhale through your mouth, still actively pushing out against that band as well. And then once you're done with your plank, your final finisher will be these glute bridges, but with your knees really externally rotated, almost like you're doing a plank. So open those hips, press out against that band, line up those feet in a regular glute bridge, and same thing, that anterior pelvic tilt where you're squeezing those glutes up. We want to squeeze that pelvis up to the ceiling to switch from anterior pelvic tilt into this posterior. Squeezing those glutes all the way up, tuck them in. Make sure as you're coming up in this glute bridge, those knees aren't caving in. So that is a 5-part glute finisher. It's really fun. I love this. Is it great for hypertrophy? No, but great for a little booty pump. That's all. Have fun.